Hello, classmates. My project is on the nettle plant, also known as the stinging nettle. And this right here is how a nettle plant or a nettle herb looks like. It's green. It grows about somewhere between 2 to 4 feet tall. And when a person touches it or comes in contact with it, the hairs on the leaves of the nettle plant releases a chemical that makes its way inside the skin and causes an itch or burn that can last for several minutes to a few days. So this right here is a Christian soup recipe. These are the ingredients and materials needed for it. You're going to need a pot, water, spoon, lemon, salt, and a bowl. So step number 1 for cooking the nettle plant leaves is to make sure you have gloves on and long sleeve. It's important to cover, that's my left hand as well, with the right hand, left hand. It's important to cover any exposed skin because you want to avoid the sting that the nettle causes to the skin. So this right here is the nettle plant leaves. I bought it from the Health Food City in Pasadena. It's already shredded up, but this is the leaves. They asked me if I wanted the roots, leaves, capsule, or some nettle tea, but I just needed some leaves for this recipe. So step number 2 is pour the shredded nettle leaf inside of boiling water for 30 to 60 minutes. The reason for this process right here is because boiling the nettle leaves for 30 to 60 minutes eliminates the sting entirely. So this is important because if you don't do this, this might mess you up when you eat it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Whoa. Oh shit. We might die. We might burn up the house. Done. Alright, so we'll be back after this process is done. There are a lot of common use out there for using the nettle herb plant for curing symptoms. For one, allergy symptoms. The nettle herb plant is known to have a positive effect with reducing and curing allergy symptoms. It's even recommended to use nettle herb plant than any medication out there because it works better. 2, it has a positive effect on the BPH symptom. BPH symptom is it's when men as they get older have difficulty urinating. And the nettle herb plant is known to help out with this problem. A third one that I found in my research is that some men struggle to get an erection during sexual activities or whatever. So the chemicals found in the nettle roots, it helps out with that sexual health problem that some men have. So this right here is one of the products that I found online that uses the roots of the nettle plant chemicals for this for curing this difficulty that some people have. So this product right here is called nettle root tincture, which yeah, there are evidence that the nettle herb had a positive outcome on curing allergies. There was this clinical trial with 69 patients. according to the what was it? Bam Gardner article, 57% of them said that the nettle herb plant did work, and 47% said that it had a more positive effect than any allergy medication that they have ever taken. So you might want to recommend using nettle herb for your allergy symptom one day. So now that it's been 50 minutes, it just needs to be boiled for about 30 to 60 minutes, but I did it for 50 minutes. Now the sting of the leaves are gone. So what you want to do next is pour yourself 1 serving of soup for yourself. That's real good. Wow. So you might have this problem where the leaves can't come out just by trying to pour it out. So you use a spoon and you kind of pour in your 1 serving bowl. And afterwards you add some lemon. And add some salt. And stir it up. And now we wait for it to cool, because it's a little too hot right now. Probably around, let's say, 5 minutes will do. I found many myths, stories, folklore, and superstitions online that involve the nettle herb plant. One cool folklore that I did find was about this evil stepmom that had turned all her stepsons into swans. So the stepdaughter was told by a fairy that if she wanted to turn her brothers back into humans, she had to create a jacket for every individual brother she had, made by the nettle herb plant. That's the material she had to use, the nettle herb. So that's the stepdaughter right there. So the stepdaughter went into a field and created a jacket for every swan brother that she had, except for one. She did not complete fully the last jacket, and because it was missing a sleeve. So the youngest sibling was turned back into a human, but his right arm remained a wing of a swan because it was missing the leaf of the jacket. And also during the process, the fairy had told the stepdaughter that in order to complete this assignment, she had to do the whole process without saying one word, or else the spell will not work on turning her swan brothers back into humans. So basically at the end of the story, all the brothers were turned back into humans, except for that last, the youngest sibling that remained having a swan wing. Yeah. So now that the soup has cooled down, we sit down and enjoy. First, you want to stir the soup. That way when you pick up a spoonful of soup, it mixes all the ingredients that was used in the recipe. It might not taste so good, but it's healthy. It tastes like grass, but it's healthy. That's the good part. In my opinion, I do believe that the nettle herb plant does work for curing allergy symptoms due to the chemicals found in the nettle herb plant. In my research, I found that a lot of people did say that the Nettle Plant works way better than any allergy medication out there. So you might just want to try Nettle Plant next time you have allergies.